Here is an explanation for the answer to final exam, question number 43, found on page 670 of Teach Yourself, Electricity and Electronics, 5th edition. The question asks us, under what circumstances can the alpha of a bipolar transistor exceed 1, be greater than 1? Well, here is the generic circuit for a bipolar transistor when we want to determine alpha, also known as the dynamic current gain. The emitter current flows through this resistor. The collector current flows through that resistor to the positive power supply. This is an NPN transistor. If it were PNP, that would be a negative voltage instead. The input and output just indicate where we would normally feed the signal in and get it out from a grounded base transistor like this. A grounded base circuit like this, by the way, you will often find in radio frequency power amplifiers. Grounded base is a more stable configuration for a radio frequency power amplifier than the grounded emitter configuration is. That's just a little aside. But the alpha is the ratio of a small change in collector current to a small change in emitter current. Well, as things work out, the collector current can never exceed the emitter current, because we always get, almost always will get some bleed off of current at the emitter base junction. Once in a while we won't get any bleed off, but this collector current can never exceed the emitter current, so a small change in that current can never be greater than a small change in the emitter current. So this ratio is always less than or equal to 1. So when we go back to the question, under what circumstances could alpha ever be greater than 1? The answer is never. Never. The dynamic current gain, also known as alpha in the grounded base configuration, can never exceed 1. So the answer, E, as in echo.